Happy October, everyone. Welcome to the Mississippi Quilt Association YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie Otts. I'm Publicity Chair for MQA, and thank you so much for tuning in for our monthly October Happenings video. So if you're new here, first, welcome. The Mississippi Quilt Association is a nonprofit organization in Mississippi that is dedicated to preserving and promoting the art of quilt making in the state. And we have about 400 members who just love to quilt or want to know more about the history. And we get together 3 times a year for events that we call gatherings, and then we connect virtually throughout the year through our YouTube channel. We have a private Facebook group and other ways that we try to keep everyone connected. So thanks for joining us. So October is going to be a busy month for MQA because it is the month for the fall gathering. So the fall gathering is October 20th and 21st in Biloxi, Mississippi. So I've talked about the gathering for a couple months now, but all of the information is available on our website, which I'll link in the description box below. It's also been shared on our Facebook page, and if you are a member, you should have received a couple of emails as well as the newsletter that has all of the details. But we're really excited about it. It's being hosted by a couple of local guilds in the Biloxi area, and it's going to be really fun. Again, if you're new, the gatherings are about a day and a half. They start on Friday afternoon. We have vendors on site for shopping, and then we have a couple of presentations and talks related to different quilting topics. So for the fall gathering, we're going to have a presentation by a representative from the Walter Anderson Museum of Art talking about block printing and textiles. And then someone from the Maritime and Seafood Museum is going to be sharing some local history and also talking about the Katrina quilt, which was made obviously following that hurricane. So it'll be interesting. And then there will be some demos and different presentations as well on Saturday. Two other things that are happening in association with the fall gathering this year, which are exciting. We're trying a couple of new things, are the 2023 fall gathering shop hop and the Quilt of Valor block drive. So I'm going to talk about the shop hop first because I haven't spent as much time promoting that as the other activities, and then I'll circle back to talk about the Quilt of Valor block drive. So the start of the shop hop is coming up soon. It's going to run Saturday, October 14th through Saturday, October 21st, and we have 5 Gulf Coast area shops participating. So we're so excited about the enthusiasm and their willingness to participate and, raise the visibility of the shops in the area as we gather together for our fall event. So the 5 shops are the Coastal Sew and Back, Block Therapy, Miss So-and-So's Quilt Shop, Piece by Piece Quilt Shop, and Wool Market. So how do you participate? Well, it's pretty easy. So all you have to do is visit one of the participating shops or all of the participating shops and collect your stamps. So MQA has designed a passport for the shop hop. It is available to download from the MQA website and print at home, or they will be available for pickup at one of the participating shops. So I will link below to where you can find the passport on the MQA website. But the passport has all the rules on the back, and a place to fill out your information if you do want to turn it in to be eligible for a prize, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then the inside has the actual passport, right? So it's got spaces for the 5 participating shops, along with who's going to be vendors at the gathering. And so all you need to do is visit the participating shops and get them to stamp your passport. No purchase is necessary to receive a stamp, although we encourage you, if you can, to support the local shops when you're visiting. Maybe you collect like a mini charm pack from each of the shops or something else small if you're not in the market for yardage at this time. But, you know, we do want to help them out and reward them for participating in the event. But again, no purchase is necessary to actually receive the stamp. And that is true for the vendors as well. So if you are moving through the vendor booths at the gathering and collecting your passport stamps, you don't need to purchase anything. So you have until noon on October 21st to turn your passport in on site at the fall gathering to be entered into the prize drawings. So you can, if you only visit one shop and only have one stamp, you can still turn your passport in, but there will be a grand prize drawing from those folks who turn in passports that have collected all of the stamps from all of the shops and the vendors. So you can kind of decide how much time and energy you have, whether you think you can get them all, or maybe you will just visit one or two. But there will be prize drawings in the early afternoon on Saturday after lunch. You do have to be present to win one of the prizes because we don't really have the funds to ship like a big, I think it's a big basket of different things, and that would just be too hard to get that to someone that wasn't present. So in order to be eligible to win the prize, you have to be over 21 and present to win. So I think that's it. So again, we've got 5 shops participating in the Shop Hop. It runs October 14th through October 21st. All you need to do to participate is print out or pick up your passport and then visit the participating shops to get your stamps, and then turn your passport in by noon on Saturday at the fall gathering. So hope you're excited. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to learn and visit some shops that you might not be familiar with, and again, just discover something new in the state. So the second activity I mentioned is the Quilt of Valor block drive. I talked about this a couple of times, including recording a separate video just talking about the block drive, which is the previous video on the channel. So I encourage you to go and watch that video. It has a lot more details, but in general, the Mississippi Quilt Association is organizing a block drive to support Quilts of Valor in Mississippi. And so we do have 3 chapters, Quilt of Valor chapters in the state, representing the North, Central, and South regions. Representatives from each of those regions will be on site at the gathering to help with the collection of blocks and answering questions about Quilts of Valor. So what we're doing for the block drive is we're asking our members to make and contribute the 2023 Quilt of Valor block, which is the split back star. I have mine here. It's a really cute block. It looks a little complicated, but it's pretty easy. You're just doing flip and sew corners for the star points, and then you just do 2 half square triangles. They're 4.5-inch square unfinished. So if you happen to have a charm pack that's red, white, and blue, you could easily whip up several blocks in, an hour. And so we hope you'll give it a go. You can bring your blocks. If you're coming to the fall gathering, we encourage you to bring your blocks and turn them in. Each block you turn in is one entry into the prize drawing for the Quilt of Valor block drive. If you're not coming to the gathering, please send your blocks with a friend if you have a friend who's coming, or if you don't know anybody who is coming to the gathering, you can submit your blocks by mail. We aren't sharing the mailing address directly in our social media feeds to protect the organizers' privacy, but I will provide the address upon request. So if you would like to mail your blocks, please reach out to MQA via social media or email, and we're happy to get you that address and that information. So same as with the shop hop, blocks need to be turned in by noon on Saturday. The prize drawing will occur after lunch, and again, need to be present to win. So I think that's the big details for the gathering. It's coming up fast. I know we've been talking about it a lot. I hope you'll be joining us. If you're members who have gone to a lot of gatherings, I encourage you to tell your quilty friends about it, encourage them to come. And yeah, it's going to be a great event as well. And so can't wait to see everyone and just experience another great get-together. So that's really all of the MQA information I have this month, but for those who have been here before, I like to wrap up the videos with a little bit of personal quilting news, just so members can get to know my, quilting style or what I like a little more. Those who have known me for a while kind of know I'm a sucker for a block of the month. My favorite blocks of the month are Fig Tree Quilts block of the month. They run a lot of different programs. They're usually mystery programs. The quilt here this fall one is a Fig Tree block of the month from a couple years ago called Halloween Figs. It's a beautiful fall palette. They have this year, they've started another block of the month that is kind of based on Halloween, fall. It's a color palette similar to this one, and it's in its second month. So we've, the first block were these yellow and like gray stars. They're all three are the same. So that's the first month. And the second month was this pretty, I don't know what this is, kind of a take on like a square within a square kind of thing. So that's I think it's a 9-month program, 10-month program. So I'm really excited to see how it comes together. Her layouts are always really interesting and a big puzzle that come together in the end. The other thing I have, some people seem like they're really enjoying the chicken scratch embroidery block of the month that I'm doing. This is an older block of the month that was run by Blair Stoker from Wisecraft Quilts, and I think this is the 10th block. I'm about 70% through. I think on it, these long ones are hard to show, but there's a close-up, and it's the same diamond pattern, just alternating the colors, and I've been using variegated thread or floss that I don't usually use variegated, so this has been a little of a, can't really control where your variegations go, but I think it's going to be really pretty when it all comes together. And then I don't usually have a lot of finishes because I tend to be more of a starter than a finisher. But the Quilt of Valor block drive made me kind of think about I needed to go back and actually finish a block of the month that I had done that was for Quilts of Valor. That this block of the month was run by Angela Waters, and quilting is my therapy a couple of years ago. It's going to be really hard to show, but I did get it quilted a couple of weekends ago, and see if I can get it. So it was a really fun layout, lots of different blocks in it. It's got kind of, and then found really cute backing. So this is meant to be donated to the Quilt of Valor up here in the north area. Well, I'm a member of local guilds in Tupelo and Oxford, and so that's the group where that quilt will go when I'm able to get it to them. So I hope everyone had a really good September. I'm ready for October, ready for the fall weather. Of course, football started, which in my house is always exciting. So fall is probably my favorite season. So it's exciting to see the leaves starting to change, getting close to the fall gathering, and all the other fun events that happen in October, like Halloween. And so I hope everyone has a great month. Please like and follow us. It really helps the channel, and also to share this channel and video with others that you think might be interested in Mississippi Quilt Association, and we encourage everyone to join. So if you're just learning about us, please visit our website and check out all of the resources and information we have on there, and I'll see everyone in November, if not sooner. So thanks. Bye.